the term coincidence. In fact, I just happened to pick up a book recently and I love it. It's called When God Winks at You. And it talks about coincidence as really kind of being God working mysteriously and quietly behind the scenes. And the author asks, is coincidence the evidence of a grand plan? Well, like most people, you can probably point at something that, really funny how the two things came together that seems so discordant. I can go on and on about all kinds of things, but the one that comes to mind was that I was taking a simple walk down Main Street and I was thinking about, my first book would make really a great movie. And I was just thinking about, Lord, it would be wonderful if we could find a producer and on and on and on. I'm thinking. And suddenly I come to this house and this man is raking his lawn, young man. Well, to me, he's young. He was probably in his 40s. And I was walking my Doberman, who now comes in the room as I say this. But anyway, and we start talking about, the dog, and I don't know how it morphed into he asked me, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm a speaker and I'm an author. And he said, you have any books that would make good movies? Apparently him and his friend who lived in San Francisco were thinking about starting a movie production company. Now, it never went anywhere, but I just thought it was really interesting. It was like God saying, see, I know what you would like to happen, but maybe not this time. But just so that you know that I'm listening and I'm working things behind the scenes. Right now in our parishes here in Connecticut, we are going through a horrendous time. There's just not enough priests and there's not enough people supporting these many churches that we have. Don't forget, our churches go back to the early 1800s here, so there's a lot of buildings that were in need of a lot of help. And over the years, too, the parishes, especially the ones that were in close-knit communities, people were moving away. There wasn't anyone to support them. So this year has been a real hard one as the Archdiocese decided which churches would stay open, which churches would combine. And I don't think this is by coincidence either. I think that God is showing us that we really have to come together more as a community. We're not real good at that, Catholics. The Protestants have it way over on us. But really join together instead of all this hoopla about, well, their church is getting all the money and taking our money and all this other craziness that's going on right now. But rather that we should come together as brothers and sisters. Don't forget, it's not a coincidence that so much is happening whilst the world is starting to go into this spin, this turmoil. From the very beginning, Jesus said that he was going to start his church on Peter and not all the gates of hell would prevail against it. Well, they haven't, but they're certainly knocking on the door now as they try to split up communities and people that really once came together as a family, a Catholic family, now are parting ways and being angry at each other. So anyway, I would like you to all this week, if nothing else, to think about coincidences, good or bad, and what they might be meaning. Is God talking to your soul? Is he talking to your heart? And if he is, what is he saying? Just let go and just go with the flow because God has a way of making everything come together. So have a blessed day and a blessed week, and I'll see you next time.